to my channel. This is a new episode of Secrets of Eternal Union. This is for March 2020, but this is only for organizational purposes. Basically, these readings are timeless. Everyone is at a different point on their journey for eternal love, for eternal union, for that relationship that makes your soul grow, okay, and helps you grow as an individual. Before we start, and while I'm cleansing the energy here, I prepared the decks that I'm going to use. I'm going to give you a piece of my mind regarding this whole debate with soulmates, twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminine. Um, but I'm also going to put timestamps, so if you just want to skip through this and go directly there, that's it. But I thought it's going to be interesting for you to get to know a little bit better what I think. Although I don't particularly like to express my opinions here, but I have seen this whole debate online regarding what's divine and what's not divine in terms of love. So maybe some people like to think in twin flames, others like to think in the believe in soulmates. At the end of the day, is it a label important? Is it the label that is going to make your relationship better? Is it a label the one that is going to um, make you feel at home at the end of the day? Because that's why we are searching for a partner, divine or not, okay? Maybe we met them lifetimes ago, or maybe we didn't. So, why do we feel the need to label? Why do we need to bash other people for their beliefs? This is one thing I don't really understand. I think this whole story of the twin flames or soulmates or however you want to call it starts from the myth of the androgen. That's Greek mythology. Apparently, so I'm going to give you the short story of it. Apparently, the Greek gods created this creature that embodied both of the feminine and the masculine energy. It was but not only energy, genders as well. So it was the perfect creature. They didn't need anyone else, and this androgen was extremely happy. But the Greek gods are very angry. You can put that on the geography of the country. It's a peninsula. The waves are really rough. The sea is very rough. So that influences a lot of culture. So the Greek gods, because they've seen so much happiness for this creature, they decided to separate them into two. So then they spend the rest of their lives and next life searching for each other in order to become whole. Another story that I know from the Far East is the story of the red thread that that connects two individuals, and no matter what you do, you cannot escape your destiny. So I don't know for the Western cultures if there is a similar story, but feel free to leave me a comment below because I would love to read more into that. Um, so we kind of have from where this concept started. But then we choose to believe in it or not. It's a personal option, and we shouldn't be told that, well, twin flames don't exist, or not everyone has a twin flame, or not everyone has a soulmate. If you feel that a person you have met is that individual that although you have differences, maybe you come from different backgrounds, you come from different cultures, although you have differences, the second you are together, you feel as one. And you don't feel as one because before that you were just a half of something. I believe each and every one of us should be whole before they meet someone, their significant other. I also believe that it's a huge difference between wanting someone and needing someone. Um, and the rest of the steps that you take, you choose to wait for someone, you choose to support them through their healing process. It's a very personal choice. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't let anyone tell you how to do these things, but choose your own common sense and see what fits you. Dare to be different, dare not to fit in a box, dare to ignore the labels the society puts on us. Okay? Um, for example, I have always known, I think I was a teenager at that point, and I remember I was skipping one class. For some reason, this memory is like very vivid in my head until today. I was skipping one class, not because I was a bum in high school, but because I was going through my teenage years, and teenagers are complicated. So, and then I was walking towards this park where I was meeting some friends of mine. Um, and for some reason, it crossed my mind this thing that when I will meet my soulmate, at that point I didn't know about twin flames and so on. So when I will meet my soulmate, most probably is going to be a considerable age difference between us. Although I can understand the other issues that would make me think of that, okay, um, it's true. When I met my partner, there is a considerable age difference between us. Is that making us love each other less? Definitely not. Is that an impediment in the way we live life? Definitely not. I think he's one of the most supportive people I have ever known. When I started this channel, and he knows exactly what I do in the rest of my professional life, which is extremely different. But I'm also going to keep it as a secret because it's extremely different. If you would meet me, most probably through in the professional environment or through the things I do in my career, you would be surprised that this channel even exists and that I'm connected to this spiritual side of things. Um, One of the decks that I chose to use today, in the same context of the things I was trying to explain to you, basically, is the Dali Tarot deck. And I think I'm going to open these cards for the Divine Feminine Energy. Because actually, Gala Dali, so the wife of Salvador Dali, he is one of my favorite painters that has ever been invented, and most probably that will ever exist, definitely in my lifetime. So, as I was saying, Gala Dali was using tarot cards and was very much inspired by tarot cards in making day to day decisions. I wouldn't say you have to do that, but to me, opening the tarot cards is to give you a little bit of insight into your subconscious. Um, there are different philosophies out there saying that if you know past events, right, you can um, kind of figure out what the future ones are going to be because it's logical. Carl Jung thought that um, the tarot cards represent archetypes that you meet in the day to day life. So basically, that's what inspired me to, and that's how I came across tarot. But going back to Gala and Salvador Dali, if you look at their relationship from a tabloid perspective, people are going to raise eyebrows, people are going to judge. Do I think they were soulmates? Oh, yeah, I do. Do I think that she had an amazing influence with all her flaws and with all his flaws on the art that he left behind? Oh, yes. Do I believe that maybe if she wasn't there, most of his art wouldn't have existed because she was his muse? Again, yes. But I strongly encourage you guys to look into their story and leave me a comment below. I would love to start a conversation on this. Um, Maybe some people would say they were karmic soulmates. Well, I don't know, but karma in this context played really, really, really nice because of the things that were left behind. Okay, so I've been talking for 10 minutes now, which is not really me. We are going to get into the cards. Thank you so much for listening to these opinions that I like to state that I stated here. That's very kind of you. We are going to start with the Divine Masculine's energy. Stay tuned. Hello, hello. In today's episode of Secrets of Eternal Union, we are going to discuss the readiness of love of the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and then the compatibility between the two. Basically, it's what the angels say. So, you have met someone and you have this intense feeling that they are the one, however, you want to label them, because here is a judgment free space. So let's see, which is the love that the Divine Masculine wants? I feel so. We have the Five of Swords. This is a card that speaks about planning, plotting, strategizing. It's also a card that speaks about conflicts and mostly internal conflict. So maybe in the past, the connections that the Divine Masculine had in his life. Keep in mind that I'm going to use him for the masculine and her for the feminine, but take it as it resonates. All of us, we have masculine and a feminine energy in us, only that one of them it's more prominent. So maybe in the past he had to deal with a lot of backstabbing, and at this point in time, he wants to win at any cost. He wants to get out of this conflictual type of energy. Either it's mental conflict or is physical conflict, but he wants to get out of this. He wants to have something more calm, because after the Five of Swords is the Six of Swords that comes up, and that is a card that speaks about moving towards calmer waters. Five is not a stagnant energy. You're in the five energy for a minute and then you move on. Okay? So from how I feel, I believe he wants to get out of this Five of Swords energy. We are also going to clarify all of these cards after I choose the rest of them. I pick them up. I'm using the Marigold Tarot. So let's see what love taught the Divine Masculine so far in his journey. Six of Cups. I think he has learned the importance of having a meaningful connection, having someone that you are comfortable with, having someone that you can create happy memories with when you are going to be old and look back at your life, something to have positive nostalgia about. Um, Maybe he is fantasizing about his soulmate as well, because this is a very strong soulmate energy card, right? The two of you might know each other from a past life. He wants to have that meaningful connection with someone that he knows is going to stay there and be there for them, and that completes them, helps them evolve as individuals, and is there for them in this journey called life. So let's see what holds back the Divine Masculine. Maybe some of you are in separation or no communication. So, or maybe the Divine Masculine has things that weren't healed yet. So we are going to try to understand those. The Knight of Rings. He wants to have the ability to make this stable, grounded offer to his Divine Feminine, but maybe it's financial reasons that stops him. Maybe it's a slow process. Maybe he's building his career, he's building his fortune, because when he comes into union, he wants to be able to offer his Divine Feminine whatever is best, not necessarily because she needs it, but I think society says that the masculine in a relationship is the one that has to provide, has to take care of the feminine, which to me is like something very old-fashioned. But again, this is my opinion, judgment-free zone. So he's taking his time because the second he's not rushing in. He's not rushing in. He doesn't have a sense of urgency about coming into this union because he's trying to get himself grounded first in order to be able to nurture this relationship, nurture the feminine of this relationship, because definitely he wants something that would last at least a lifetime. Okay? So let's see if his heart is ready. Okay. There is this card that rushed to come out. I think there is a lot of balancing that he needs to do. Maybe he's trying to balance his emotions with the financial aspect or with the career or with the material side of life, because the Two of Rings is very much the Two of Pentacles, right, in the traditional tarot, is very much a balancing act. Okay, it's like you are trying to get yourself balanced. Also, you have, if you see the graphics in the Marigold Tarot, he is really praying. So his heart's desire, you see the two hands in prayer, his heart's desire is for this union to happen, right? This hands in prayer. I just love the graphics of the Marigold Tarot. They're very inspiring, very intuitive, absolutely gorgeous. So he really, really wants this relationship to be able to happen. He really wants this union, but he understands that there are certain aspects of his life, of the divine masculine's life, that need to be balanced before he manages to come into this eternal union. Let's see, where is his headspace? Is his mind ready for this amazing connection and to come into eternal union? The Page of Swords. He's still researching the topic. He's still gathering information. So maybe he knows who his divine feminine is, but before he rushes in, right, he wants to make sure that this is the person that he is going to be with for eternity, right? So he's gathering information, he's studying the topic, maybe he's doing a little bit of spying on social media. But definitely this is a card that speaks about more information. So his mind tells him, while his heart is really praying to get this balance, his heart is, his mind is more inquisitive and is like, is this real? Isn't it real? How is this going to go? And now it kind of makes sense that the Knight of Rings came out as the topic that is holding him back. So let's see if his spirit is ready. And the card that came out is the Nine of Swords. This is an energy that speaks very much about being trapped in your head, self-fulfilling prophecy. Maybe he still needs that his soul evolves. Okay, he knows he really wants this, but he doesn't know how to approach this topic, right? And then but definitely the thought of this union is keeping him up at night, and this is definitely something that he desires, and he's going back and forth in his head. Is this what I want? Is this what I need? Is this what it should be? Isn't it what it should be? How should I do this? What is best in this situation? So he has a lot of thoughts that he's dealing with. Okay, stay with me because I'm going to use the vice versa tarot to clarify these messages and get a little bit more insight into the readiness of the divine masculine to receive and give love. So let's see, what does the Five of Swords means in the context of the love that the Divine Masculine wants. Okay, I know I'm feeling that he wants to move away from conflict and inner conflict. Yeah, exactly. So whatever he had in his life so far wasn't necessarily very fulfilling. Okay, there was maybe a lot of conflict, or it made him have a lot of inner conflict. It made him maybe insecure. It made him feel like there is an uphill battle that he has to deal with. But basically what he wants is this beautiful love day and night, right? With this is a very much of a soulmate energy, soulmate card. I'm using the vice versa tarot for the clarifications. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck. So let's see what love taught him with the Six of Cups. Let's see what love taught him. What did the Divine Masculine learn? Yeah, well, he actually had to learn how to love, how to build himself up, how to take advice from more experienced people in terms of what he needs in his life, maybe to clarify his thoughts, because basically no one can tell you what you need in your life. That's one thing that you have to know. But sometimes if you listen to the opinions of other people and take them with a grain of salt, because everyone speaks from their own personal experience, um, you can clarify your own ideas. You can synthesize what you believe in, right? So he had to learn what true love is, most probably because in the past his relationships weren't necessarily very fulfilling. So let's see what is holding him back. Why is he taking so much time to make this offer? Why is he taking so much time? Yeah, again, because in the past, most probably he dealt with someone very toxic, or maybe he dealt with addictions, or maybe there was a codependency type of relationship that he was in. Um, but the way the card came out, it was the devil's back, right? So basically he's moving away from this type of energy. He's moving away, but it's a slow process. It's a slow process to rebuild himself up, to rebuild his emotions, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Well, you know what? I always prefer to meet a person that is not a reconstruction project. And it's not because I'm selfish and I don't want to help other people and so on and so forth, but it's mostly because I got distracted. We got the transformation card. Is because some people need to finish things in their lives, need to close chapters on their own, right? And then come together and then see the sun. Then they can see the sun. But only after they have been through the dark night of the soul and they are conscious of what they don't want in their lives, and they have the courage to close this. So I think it's taking him so much time to come with this offer because he needs to either get out of a very toxic type of relationship that he had in the past, or to heal himself, to transform himself. Could have been a third party situation, could have been dealing with a karmic soulmate. um, so let's see what the Two of Rings means in the context of his heart being ready. Yeah, he needs to make a choice. He needs to make a passionate decision. So both the Two of Rings and the Two of Wands, they speak about a decision. He can hold the world or the sun or the ultimate happiness in his hand only if if and only if he makes a decision. He can see the sun, but he's seeing the sun, he's getting himself balanced, he is transforming, he's getting out of that energy that he has been in, and he is moving forward towards a new beginning, a very grounded new beginning. This is a beautiful energy. This is a very stable offer that he wants to make to his divine feminine. But in order to be able to make this divine feminine, to make this offer to the divine feminine, he has um, to get himself balanced, to get himself passionate about what he wants to do next. I just had a moment when I thought I was going to faint. There was such a strong energy. It's like, that's incredible, and this is very weird. I think it's the first time this happens. Wow. Okay. Whatever that was, while I'm getting these downloads. So let's see if the divine masculine's mind is ready. What is this information he's still gathering? Yeah, he has planted seeds, he has manifested, he really knows what he wants. Maybe he's just making a strategy, he's gathering more information, making a strategy on how he can proceed forward and transform these the thoughts that he manifested basically in real life. Or maybe there is a message with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can as well mean a message. There is a message that his dreams are getting manifested soon, right? Because in his head, he's ready. He has manifested. He has manifested with his soul. He has manifested with his mind. He has manifested something grounded. So let's see why his spirit is sitting in 5D. He's sitting into this Nine of Swords energy. Let's see what gives him nightmares, what keeps him up at night. Yeah, he really wants this new beginning. A passionate, abundant, loving new beginning. He really wants his cup of love to be offered and to overflow with love once he offers it, because the other person, his divine feminine, feels the same for him. But I feel there is still a process. He's still in the process of getting out of something that was very toxic, that was bounding him. He needs to finish that. He needs to figure out how he finishes, and once he's healed, he needs to know how to move forward. He's definitely working on reunion with his divine feminine. You have two aces here. There is a new beginning coming. He's thinking about that. He's feeling in his heart. He knows what he has to do. He has manifested in this in his head. He is rational. All of the three aspects of an individual, the mind, the heart, and the soul, they're into it. This is what he wants. He wants his Two of Cups with his divine feminine. It's just a matter of figuring out how to get out of the toxicity, how to close this, and how to come forward to make that offer. And it's a slow process for sure. It's a slow process. I'm going to see you next week. I'm going to continue with the energy of the divine feminine, see what secrets she is holding regarding her readiness for eternal union. Stay tuned. Hello, hello. This is the second episode of Secrets of Eternal Union. We are going to see the readiness for love of the divine feminine. So we'll start with the love that the divine feminine wants. The Ace of Wands. She wants a passionate new beginning. She wants that fire that burns everything around but keeps life alive, the essence of life. This is very interesting. So she wants a passionate new beginning with her divine masculine. The graphics here are very interesting. You have this flowers that I assume there are orchids, this one that is all bloomed. Um, there are two hands holding it, and then in the background there is a house there. So she wants it all, basically. She wants it all. Well, let's move on. We are going to clarify, maybe pull out some oracle messages. We'll see how I feel about that. What love taught you? The Ten of Swords. Definitely the Divine Feminine has been very battered, very wounded. She found out that love can hurt, and that love can be a struggle, and that love doesn't always leave you fulfilled. You can give, but you might not receive in the same way. It might be draining, it might be hurtful, it might be painful. This is what she has been through. However, she wants to move from this energy towards a more passionate new beginning with the Ace of Wands. There are a lot of people there in competition. This actually, okay, because I've been looking the other day at this card. You see, this is a scene from the story of how Julius Caesar died, where everyone stabbed him in the back. So maybe the Divine Feminine felt in the past very stabbed in the back. Everyone has been stabbing her. Hopefully not literally, that would be really, really bad. Okay, inappropriate joke. So let's see what holds the Divine Feminine back in this connection, in coming towards the eternal union. The Star. Maybe she has not healed yet. Maybe she still needs to go through a healing process, or she's going through this healing process after being in the Ten of Swords energy. But tens are about completion, right? So she needs to heal in order to receive this passionate new beginning. You see how the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies are mirroring each other, right? But this is also a wish upon a star, a little bit. Very positive energy. The graphics is definitely a card for Aquarius. You might be dealing with an Aquarius, or maybe there was a lot of healing during Aquarius season. Take it as it resonates. Apply common sense. I'm sorry, some message applied on the screen, and it was bothering me because I'm a bit of how do you call that? Okay, just lost the word. Anyway, let's see if the heart of the Divine Feminine is ready for this love. This card wanted to come out. I feel that there is still a lot of confusion. She's still feeling confused. She doesn't know what to choose. She definitely doesn't want to choose the empty cup. She definitely doesn't want to choose the cup of snakes. She wants the happiness. She wants the abundance. She wants the house. Here there is like a little wave coming out of this. That water is about emotions. Maybe you're dealing with a water sign. I don't know why I've been so attracted to this little cup here. She wants to sit in the Empress energy. Definitely she wants this confusion to go away, but it's kind of normal to be this confusion in her heart after she has been backstabbed. There was a lot of healing. Now she is afraid to choose again, maybe because she doesn't want to end up hurt. She doesn't want to have that wounded feeling again. And who can blame her? I was reading somewhere that heartbreak is the equivalent in terms of pain of your heart really breaking. I don't know if that's true or not. You guys should fact check me on that topic. But if you do, you find something else, leave me a comment below. Or if you heard about this, leave me a comment below. I would love to read more about it. So let's see if the mind of the Divine Feminine is ready for love. Mind of the Divine Feminine. The King of Wands. Definitely she wants a passionate individual in her life. Maybe she wants her Divine Masculine to be passionate, come towards her with passion, make her and pursuing her his goal, because the King of Wands is a very dedicated type of energy. This guy sets his mind on something and then he goes after it. It can be a CEO, entrepreneur type of personality. She definitely, her mind is ready for someone to pursue her and make her this passionate offer. But as you can see, there is this theme of passion. She wants to feel adorned, she wants to feel pursued, she wants to feel chased. Let's see where her spirit is at. Is the spirit of the Divine Feminine ready? Let's see if the spirit of the... okay. Well, I'm going to take them all because they really rushed. She's waiting for her ships to come in with the Three of Wands. She's definitely waiting for her ships to come in. She has been single for a while and now she's ready to mingle. Because she's in a better emotional space. Okay, she moved away from that energy of the Ten of Wands or of the Five of Wands. Do you remember that the Divine Masculine had the Five of Swords in the Love He Wants? Okay, and we kind of got to the conclusion, I felt that was a past energy. So maybe she's waiting for him, her spirit, her soul is waiting for him to move towards more calmer waters. So hence why, this is why she's waiting for her abundance. You see this guy here is seeing like this woman and then he's waiting for his ships to come in. Beautiful. Maybe you have to take a literal journey. Definitely she sees her Divine Masculine as an angel, although here the wings are butterfly wings. He gives her butterflies. Okay, every time she thinks of him or touches him or is in contact with him, she feels butterflies. This is absolutely gorgeous. But she has been, so she did her work, she healed, and now, although there is still a little bit of confusion, she knows that she wants her head. So even if her heart is a little bit confused, her head is telling her that whomever comes next in her life needs to be a passionate individual, and her divine partner is going to be passionate about her. Okay, so she's waiting for that. She's waiting for him to move towards more calmer waters, to get out of that whatever Five of Swords energy he had crowning the reading. And yeah, that's it. Let's see. Let me pick up a few oracle messages. I don't know if I feel like clarifying any of this. Maybe the confusion card. Yeah, but let's try to clarify them with oracle messages this time. Mix and match a little bit. Okay, so what is a message for the Seven of Cups? What should a Divine Feminine know? Yeah, I'm not surprised this card came out. Be focused. Get out of that confusion type of state of mind. Never lose sight of your goals. What you focus on will be magnified in your life. The Divine Masculine had the Seven of Pentacles in one of these positions. I don't know if it was his mind space, maybe. So maybe the Divine Feminine needs to be more focused, needs to get out of this confusion state of mind and clarify what she wants. Let's see another message. This one wanted to come out. And be confident. She needs to be confident. The Divine Feminine. Whatever comes at you, you know you can handle and figure it out step by step. You see, she stepped into her power. She is okay on her own. She doesn't need anyone, but she would want someone who can complete her. But she's confident. And if you're not in this energy, you have to make an effort to get into this energy. Take your time, go through the healing process, and be ready to function on your own. The second you are complete on your own, then you can attract someone that makes your life better, that brings added value to your life. So be confident. Let's see. Let's see a message for that Ten of Swords. Although I feel that's very much of a past energy. Message for the Ten of Swords, please, spirits. Be opened. Yeah, it's hard actually after you have been through so much pain, after you have been disappointed, after the trust has been betrayed. It's hard to be opened again. A narrow or closed mind can only take you so far in a world of options and possibilities. I think what the Divine Feminine needs to understand is that not everyone is the same. Okay? So don't judge everyone with the same measure. Okay? Try to, okay, the past is the past. It happened. You cannot change it. As much as we would want to go back in the past and change events, is not possible. But they make us who we are today, right? They transform us into the people that we are today. So I feel that you need to open your mind and understand that you don't necessarily, not everyone that comes into your life is out there to get you or to hurt you, right? I'm going to pull two beautiful messages for that Ace of Wands and for this King of Wands from this You and Me, You plus Me Oracle deck. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. I love you, and that's the beginning and end of everything. This translates very much into what she wants in her life as energy. When I was talking about this passionate new beginning, she wants a love that is the beginning and the end of everything. Oh, this is so beautiful. Who doesn't, actually? We all do wish for that because love is beautiful. Love can be very painful, but love is extremely, extremely beautiful. And I'm a true romantic out of that. For God's sake, I watched Casablanca 80 times. And not only that, but I flew uh, 8 hours to Casablanca with my divine partner to have lunch, and then I flew back to where I'm at. So, yeah. There is this restaurant in Casablanca called Rick's Cafe, like in the movie. If you guys have watched the movie, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So we went there just for lunch, and then we came back. We were in between two flights. He was flying. He was having his next flight to catch. It was gorgeous. Love is a friendship that caught fire. The ones are very much fiery type of energy, so I'm not surprised this message came out. Love is a friendship that caught fire. Maybe the divine masculine and the divine feminine have been friends for a while, or started this as a friendship until they learned how to heal themselves and heal each other in order to come into eternal union. So let's see for them. That one really wanted to come out. I feel that this is actually a message from the divine masculine, because this to me would be a masculine type of energy, right, with the king of wands. So I feel this is what the divine masculine would tell to the divine feminine. If I could reach the bottom of your heart, I'll never come out because I know that my love is right there. Definitely, this could be something that the divine feminine tells to her, divine masculine as well, because they mirror their energies. But this is absolutely beautiful. If I could reach the bottom of your heart, I'll never come out because I know that my love is right there. Well, definitely the King of Wands is the type of energy that reaches his goals, right? Again, don't get stuck in the genders. It's just easier for me to say divine masculine as a she, king as a he, divine feminine as a she, divine masculine as a he. Maybe that was for someone out there that is in a same-sex relationship. Love is when you look into someone's eyes and see their heart. Again, a lot of passion. I can see a lot of passion in this reading. This is all I have for you this week in the second episode of Secrets of Eternal Union. Keep checking my channel. Next comes up the what the angels have to say about this commitment. Stay tuned, or I'm going to see you next time. Hello, hello, divine souls. Um, Now, in this section, I'm going to read the compatibility between you, viewer, and your person. We are going to take a look into your subconscious wants, their subconscious wants, differences, similarities, and so on and so forth. It's important to note I'm using the Angel Tarot um, because I feel that the angels should tell us these messages. It's also important to know that there are these two lines of belief that your partner should be exactly like you, identical, or that the opposites attract. If you want my opinion, I think the truth is somewhere in the middle, because if someone is too much like you, it might feel like you're having a relationship with yourself. Okay? And that, on the long term, can become a little bit boring. Now, if the two people are way too different, then that might not work out. Okay? But if they are different enough to keep the other one entertained and interested, that might work. At least this is my opinion. But let me know yours in the comments below. So we'll start with what you want, viewer, from a relationship. Five of Fire. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Personally, I feel that this is what you don't want. This is what you want to move away from. We are going to clarify all of these cards at the end because we need to understand better what this means. There could be a competition inside yourself. Maybe you want a partner that you can um, feel competitive with, but competitive in a gentle, kind way. Someone that pushes you forward, okay? Someone that motivates you to be your better self, right? So, personally, this is the type of energy that I appreciate in a relationship. I want my partner not only to support me, but I want them to make me be a better person. And a little bit of competition is never bad, at least in my opinion, okay? Take it as it resonates. But we are going to clarify that. We are going to see if it's a present energy and how it translates. Me, I would see it into the less of a conflict, but more of being motivated, more of being competitive, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. At least it worked for me. It worked for me. Let's see what your person wants. Angels, let us know what the viewer's person wants. Knight of Air. Intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. Definitely, they want a partner that takes them forward, that pushes them forward as well. So, in my opinion, although these are two very different cards, right? Um, how I feel that this sense of competition, this sense is like to push you forward, to make you reach goals together as a couple, to I don't know, advance in life, advance towards the things you want. A relationship where you can be free to pursue your dreams, but in the same time to be supported, to be pushed in front by your partner. I think that's gorgeous. Me, I think that's gorgeous. But maybe because I'm a very competitive individual, so you could translate it like that as well. But tell me, viewer, do you like that your partner motivates you, supports you, makes you be the better you, takes out all of those magnificent things that you could do, and maybe you wouldn't do them unless there would be this push? There are people out there that need to be pushed, and that's not a bad thing. No judgment. So let's see the differences between you, viewer, and your partner. Page of Air. Challenging information, delays or changes to plans. Truth delivered without tact. Well, it's possible that one of you speaks their mind very freely and then they don't take in consideration the emotional side of the other person. Maybe one of you is more logical than the other one. Logical, honest, impulsive, curious. Maybe one of you is more impulsive, maybe both of you are impulsive, but this is a card that is supposed to speak about differences. Maybe one of you is a little bit more mature, the other one less mature. Maybe you deal with challenging informations in a different way. Maybe one of you is like totally against changes to plans. That would be me in my relationship. That would definitely be me. Truth delivered without tact. Maybe one of you doesn't know how to say things, just says them very bluntly because they expect their significant other to understand them um, the way they are, and then to know that they don't come from a place of pettiness or whatever. Um, okay, let's see which are your similarities. Renewal. Both of you have made a judgment call to be together, or both of you have made a judgment call for what you want in your life, okay? And definitely is the other person. Archangel Jeremiah, review and evaluate. Maybe both of you have this ability to review constantly where you stand, evaluate, know how to advance your relationship. This is really beautiful. You make assessments of the facts and then you discuss them over. And I believe both of you want to move in a new direction, maybe take this relationship to a more stable, grounded, maybe take it to the next level. Um, but both of you have made a judgment call to be together. And on top of that, the universe cleared your paths, the angels cleared your paths to be together, to come into union. You see here, there are these two people, and then they have a kid here. Maybe if you are with your divine partner or you are recently coming into union without them, maybe you are thinking about um, starting a family. Both of you want to start a family together, so that's gorgeous. So that it's good that both of you have the same goal for this connection. Now let's see what's your emotional compatibility. So that would speak about the heart. Is your heart in the same place? Angel, please let us know if the heart of the viewer and their person is in the same place. How are they compatible on that? How are they compatible on that? The dreamer. Both of you want to take a leap of faith. Delete everything that was, all of the past hurts, delete all of the bad experiences, delete all of the heartbreaks that you have been through, and start this new relationship. Enter into eternal union with not with a light heart, lightheartedly. See this new connection through the eyes of a kid that just started living life, and everything is fascinating, everything is absolutely amazing, everything is incredible. Look at all these colors here. There you have unicorns, because this relationship, the relationship with two people that consider each other divine partners, is a unicorn. A lot of people enter relationships for the wrong reasons, because they don't want to be alone, because they are afraid to be alone, because they need someone to support them. And that's when you end up in a codependency type of situation. But when two people enter a relationship because they appreciate the other one, that's that's a unicorn, especially in the world we live today. From an emotional standpoint, both of you want to take a leap of faith. This eternal union is your dream. You know that down the line is going to bring opportunities that you have never thought about, right? So let's move on and see which is your physical compatibility. How compatible are you from a physical perspective? Six of Air. Well, I will need to clarify this card definitely. Maybe from a physical standpoint, the two of you were at a distance. Okay? The two of you live in different cities, different countries, different locations. Take it as it resonates. But obviously, once you enter into union, you will need to make an effort and be in the same place. So one of you is going to move. One of you has made this decision and understands, or at least both of you understand, that in order for you to have a proper relationship, to have this proper union, you need to be in the same place in the same time. Okay? So if you have been trying to, if they have been at a distance, and that's the reason why you couldn't come into union, the angel are saying things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So that's why this card kind of makes me feel that you guys are moving. Maybe you are planning to rent a house together, move in together. One of you chooses to move to where the other one is. Last but not least, let's see the mental how you are compatible from a mental perspective. Let's see the viewer and their person from a mental perspective. How are you compatible? Ten of Fire. Um, Here it says too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress related health concerns. So, both of you have been through burdensome cycles, which are ending. Okay? Maybe you are working too much, maybe you have been struggling to build a career, to have enough money to afford things, to live. Maybe that has been draining you. Maybe in the past, the most important thing in your life was your professional advancement and maybe not necessarily love, right? Uh, Maybe there were health issues, maybe there was too much stress. But I feel that both of you react to this together. And once you accept help from your partner, then this type of cycle will end. Okay? It's not because you need help. You can carry your own burdens. You can carry your own wants. Is it tiring? Yeah, for sure. Would it be easier if someone else helps you to carry them? Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. So I think both of you are learning how to accept help from the other person because they are not strangers. You guys know each other from past lives. Uh, you guys are meant to be together, and when you enter union, you share both of your successes but also your failures, right? So I am picking up the vice versa tarot, and I would like to clarify that five of fire. Oh wow, okay. For your wants viewer, for what you want. This is the High Priestess card. This is a card that speaks about intuition. This is also could be a card of Pisces. Maybe you are dealing with a Pisces and you want a Pisces in your life. But I think you feel that the competition that you will have, um, or maybe, yeah, the competition that you have with this person is going to make you grow. This is what your intuition is saying. And then you have the King of Wands. This also came out in the Divine Feminine's energy. I guess because most of my viewers are Divine Feminines, so that kind of makes sense. Um, I think that with a very passionate individual, when you have a very passionate individual, for sure there are going to be fights. If someone expects to enter a relationship and never fight, can also go hunt unicorns on the street in the middle of the city because it's as probable. People have egos and no one can drop their ego totally. People come from different backgrounds. I'm going to give you a personal example. Myself and my divine partner, when we fight, it's fire. We burn bridges and we burn the whole city. But then, after like that anger or whatever, it's not even anger, it's the competing goals or the competing thoughts, or we cannot be identical, right? But then we both have this ability to come and say, hey, you know what? I've been mean when I said that, or I've been wrong. I thought more about it and I've been wrong about that. Not necessarily that you are right. So and somehow we are aware that there always be conflict, but we are going to kiss and make up at the end and make out as well. So that's not that this passion. It's a double-ended sword, for sure, and this passion is going to manifest also in love, but also when you guys are going to fight. That I think the important thing is even when you fight to be able to be kind to the other person and not to try to be necessarily right. Um, Maybe the your person here is more logical and you are more fiery, more emotional, um, which, which could be, which definitely could be. Let's see the differences here with the page of air. What's the differences with the page of air? Well, I think one of you, it's exactly as I've been saying, one of you is more emotional, one of you wants more proofs of love and like the lovey dovey talk, while the other one is more logical, honest, impulsive, is going to throw truth at your face and you have to deal with it. But it doesn't mean they don't love you any, it doesn't mean they love you any less. It means it's just not their style to be all this lovey dovey. And that's fine. that's fine. You don't take a person to change them. You take a person for what they are, right? Um, with this Ten of Fire here, I think both of you are workaholics, and you will need to adapt that. Let's see the Six of Air, and then I'm going to pull some oracle cards, because this side of the reading it's already getting very, very long. So let's see the Six of Air. Physical compatibility. Yeah, maybe there is a little bit of obsession going on, very passionate love. I don't see it. I don't see the Devil's card here in a negative way. You know, you guys maybe are very sexual, and the fact that there is this desire of the flesh as well, it's what yeah, but this was the card for physical compatibility. Yeah, I think the only thing that doesn't allow you to express this desire, because the devil is definitely a card of desire, you have the lovers here, right, um, is the fact that you don't live in the same place, that you live at a distance. So that makes sense. Let me pick up a dragon oracle card. A message for the viewer from the dragons, please. A message for the viewer. Rose Pink Dragon. Prepares your heart to connect to the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect to the love of the universe. Well, once you guys come together in eternal union, that union definitely radiates that light all around and is part of the universal love, and it becomes one with the universe. Somehow the purpose, the goal has been achieved in terms of love. This doesn't mean you don't have to work on a daily basis for your relationship, but you have the the groundwork laid for you, right? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, be playful. A lot of this also makes me think of this desire of the flesh, and don't take yourself nor the world too seriously. Remember to take a break. Well, this would make me think of the Ten of Fire, where both of you guys maybe are workaholics. You work too much. You're too focused on your career. Maybe that's why you haven't been involved with other people so far, or you weren't in a commitment, because what you have been very focused on was career. So maybe you need to drop that a little bit and also live for you. And I feel that this, yeah, I felt that this card was going to come out. It was the first one here. Be authentic. Be the truest version of yourself. Worry not what others expect you to be. Maybe you have been into this Ten of Wands energy because you are trying to satisfy others and what they think you should be and how you should be, rather than what you really wanted. Also, this could go with this Judgment card here, the Renewal card, where both of you made a judgment call to follow your heart's true desires and not care what the others would have to say, because both of you know that this is divine. It's a divine connection. It has been divine intervention for you guys to be together. And yeah. Well, guys, I hope you have resonated with the messages. Leave me a comment below to tell me how. And keep checking my channel because I post quite a little bit of content. I'm going to see you next time. But until then, take care, love and light.